Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to CTL. We got Rumble spots. That's going to be every brand's episode title, and we are starting off with the 6-man here. I've explained this before, but I will go ahead and explain it again. Basically, this determines where you lay in the Rumble, or it determines your spot. Not the exact number, but kind of the range of numbers that you're going to fall in. So we're going to have 2 6-mans tonight. And anyone that wasn't in any of those 6-mans, their number will be completely random, which means they can be from anywhere from 1 to 30. So, but basically the first person eliminated here is going to wind up being anywhere from 2 to 5. And that goes the same for the second matchup that we're going to have. And we're having 2 6-man matchups. So it's definitely going to be a good one tonight. And look at Crimson there trying to take a dive, but it didn't work out. And, so we're going to have 2 6-man matches. It'll also reveal, it basically shows who's going to be in the Rumble. So we're going to have 2 6-man matches. And look at King Kuma trying to get a pin there. Didn't work out there. And then episode 22 is going to be the Rumble. And anything can happen. So it's definitely going to be interesting what takes place. But this will determine your kind of spot. And just because you're 1 through 5 doesn't mean that it's over, but it kind of does. But there's always a chance. There's always a chance. We've seen people at number 1 make it. It's very unlikely, but you never know. Never say never, I guess. And look at Lethal here. Nice counter by Lethal. We got Marcus versus Crimson. So basically, the first one eliminated 2 to 5. Second one, 6 to 10. Third one, 11 to 15. Fourth one, 16 to 20. Fifth one, 21 to 25. And then sixth one is going to be anywhere from 26 to 29. We're not going to pick number 1 or 30 in any situation. And as for picking what number they will fall in, that will be random generated on a random generator. So when we are setting up the numbers, that we have it correctly. And not just pick a number. Without having it be still random. So even if you get eliminated first, doesn't mean you're going to be number 2. Could mean you're number 5. But there is a range. So there's a lot to this. And look at Judd here. I know Michael Cole and Corey Graves are just glad their water bottles have not been knocked off the table yet. So and don't be surprised if we do not have enough room. Don't be surprised if someone shows up from another brand. If we don't have enough room, that could be a possibility. Could be a possibility that anyone that's been on this brand before could show up. So we may see anything, really. And look at Judd here. That move is so hard to pull off. He doesn't pull it off, but he does do this big move on Lethal. And Ryan going for a pin and a kick out there by King Kuma. And King Kuma going for a pin and a kick out there by Ryan. And look at Ryan here. Eliminates King Kuma. So he will go anywhere from number 2 to number 5. So number 2 to number 5. He is the first one eliminated. And as for, like I was saying earlier, anyone that does not fall into the 6-man matches, which this was all at random. We haven't forgotten about other people. There's actually people that we really haven't used a lot because we haven't heard from them. So, but we'll still throw them in. And that will be anywhere. That could be anywhere on the list. And Lethal, oh man. Lethal stepping on Ryan's head. And look at Lethal hits the RKO on Crimson. And going for the pin. And Crimson with a nice kick out. And look at Marcus dropping Ryan. And Marcus going for the pin. And a kick out there by Ryan. Oh man, Judd with a drop kick to the back on Ryan. And Judd going for a pin. And he eliminates Ryan. So Ryan will fall anywhere from 6 to 10 in the Rumble. Good elimination there by Judd, so we are down to 4 now. And look at Crimson. Oh man, what a flying DDT. And a kick out there from Judd. And Judd going for a submission. Trying to make Crimson tap, and he does. So Crimson has been eliminated. So he will fall anywhere from 11 to 15. So we are down to 3. Look at this double team. Lethal and Judd with the double DDT. Look at Judd here. Oh, nice reversal by Marcus. And Marcus gets the counter. And Marcus is going for the pin. And a kick out there by Judd. And look at Lethal getting tossed out of the ring. And Judd has an opportunity to get a pin here. And a kick out there by Lethal. Marcus was trying to make a dive there, but 2K had other plans. And they kind of moved out of the way anyway. And look at Marcus with the strikes on Judd. And Marcus dropping Lethal there. And Marcus with a nice... he's going for the pin here, trying to get rid of Judd. And Judd can't even get it to a 2 there. And Lethal is still in this. All three of these guys have really good spots. I mean, the next one probably eliminated is not going to have as good of a spot, but they're at least halfway through the Rumble. So that's always good. You have a bigger chance of winning. I mean, you can always win at number 1 or 2. 1% of the time. Or maybe 0.001% of the time. But, I mean, we've had a couple people win at 3. So, it's not always over, but it's not really good either. And Marcus got a good kick on the face on Lethal, and it has eliminated Lethal, so he will probably be anywhere from 16 to 20. Which is, it's still hard to win with those. But it's still, you're over halfway through. You're over halfway through in it. And now it's down to Judd and Marcus, and whoever wins this gets a really good position in the Rumble. And look at Judd with his submission. He's trying to make Marcus tap out here. Well, that didn't work. But Judd is using that submission. It weakened Marcus. Can he go for a pin? And that works. So sometimes that's a good strategy. If you think that, if the submission doesn't work, it's still effective because it's a finisher or a signature. You can still go for the pin, and it works. Sometimes it works really good. And Judd will be anywhere from 26 to 29. That's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive for Judd, and that's an excellent victory for him. And as for Marcus, hey, it's not too bad. It's anywhere from 21 to 25. So still, and not over for him either. And now we got Dan, Mr. JR, Luther, It Factor James, Philip C., DJ Bob, and Dan. And the same stipulations here. So this is a big match. This could determine if you win the Rumble, even. And look at It Factor James. Oh, Dan. Dan with a nice strike there. Look at Dan with the pedigree. You got DJ Bob versus Philip C here. And of course there is people missing. The roster is bigger than 12, so there will be a bunch of people in all different spots. You missed the tag champions. They're going to be in action later. And Styles, Luke Razorblade. These were all picked at random. So we didn't... There was people that don't show up a lot. For anything, and we didn't put them in the random picks. But the people that show up, we tend to put them on stuff. And we're talking about even if you show up like every 6 months, some people just basically what we're trying to say is some people just made a character and we never saw them again. So those are the people that we do not usually put in matches. And Luther going for the pin on Mr. JR. We've had that with NBA and, WWE where someone will have a person for the show, and then you don't hear from them again, and maybe they're busy. I'm not trying to be mean here, but we got to be fair to the ones that show up, even if it's every once in a while. And Mr. JR dropping Luther's head on the turnbuckle pad. You got DJ Bob versus Philip C now. Who's going to get eliminated first is the question. And It Factor James going for the pin, not even a 1. And of course our main event tonight is going to be John Michael DeSanta and Styles are going to be teaming up, even though they were fighting with each other, against the tag team champions. So that will be our main event. And Philip C, my bad. They have the same, one has a hoodie and one has a shirt that are the same color. Philip C eliminates Mr. JR, so he's going to come into the Rumble anywhere from 2 to 5. And look at Luther, and a kick out there by Philip. And Luther with a stunner on DJ Bob. And DJ Bob may be in trouble. And he is. So he's been eliminated. He will be anywhere from 6 to 10. And It Factor James. And a kick out there by Luther. And look at this double team. And Dan trying to eliminate Philip C here. And no luck at that. And Dan swinging Philip C around. Wow. Oh, man, it could be the end of Philip C. That move is extremely deadly, and Dan eliminates Philip C. So Philip C is going to end up being anywhere from 11 to 15. And we are down to 3 now. And uh-oh, Dan decides not to go for it. I don't blame him. Because you know how 2K is with high flying. They love it. Oh, they love it. No wonder he doesn't trust the mechanics. And oh my goodness. Come on, interns. Get with the program. Oh man, Luther had a nice shot on Dan there, and now with multiple strikes to the head. And look at Luther with the stunner. And going for the pin here. And he finishes off Dan there. So Dan's been eliminated. He will wind up anywhere from 16 to 20. Still not really bad. And that's over halfway through. But it's not going to be as good as these two. And according to the random generator, I mean, you could end up being number 20 and the other person could be 21. So it could just be a one-thing difference, too. And, oh, and a nice counter there by It Factor James. And he needed that. That stopped the stunner. And now he's going for the pin. Could this be it? And a kick out there by Luther. He's setting up for a finisher. And look at this. Will this be it? Will Luther be able to kick out? No. It Factor James wins. So congratulations to him. And that's a big win for him. That is a big win for him. I don't know. I don't think he's carried a title yet. But he needed that victory. And he got that victory. And we will see him anywhere from 26 to 29. And also Judd as well. So both of those guys are going to be in the final 5. And now we are going to our main event, which is John Michael DeSanta and Brandon Styles versus the Destroyers. And here we go. It's going to be 2 out of 3 falls. Of course, John will not have to defend his championship at the Rumble. Matter of fact, I don't know what this brand's going to do. Really trying to think if there's anything they can do Besides, you know, I guess you could have a #1 contender for the women's. That's about it, though. I never thought about that for the women's on the FLH and Vita. They're going to have a Rumble. I didn't think of that. Wow. And look at Alonzo. We'll have to see how many they have. Because that's the only brand that could get a female Rumble because they have enough women on their brand. The other two brands really... I know this brand only has a few. And the other brand doesn't have any. Maybe we'll change that next year. And look at Alonzo, man. He's got some great high-flying moves. Connects, lands on Styles' back. And Styles going for a pin here. And look at that. Oh, what a move. And Styles, the rematch calls, I was talking about that. I was thinking about that because, we're against rematch clauses. Worst idea ever is the rematch clause. And look at Styles striking Jarrett's. And Styles going for a pin here. And he got it. Alonzo was distracted fighting Jon. And it is now 1-0. So yeah, when it comes to rematch clauses, obviously we're going to have enough people in the Rumble. So I guess Styles will definitely be a part of the of this Rumble. And as for people like Rico, he'll be a part of it, on his brand. So that if they win the Rumble, then they deserve a rematch clause. If they win that, because that's going to be hard to do. And Jarrett's. Look at Jarrett's, man. He has some incredible moves as well. And look at Jon. Oh! Knocks Alonzo in the air. And did Jon just kick that pin? That was, oh my goodness, that was so, it seemed like he did, and Jarrett's is going to make him pay for that. Look at that. So all this team needs is, a point, the champion and Styles. And once again, they're going after that announce table. It's a good thing that, this might be the first one where we see Corey Graves and Michael Cole keep their water. And nice break up there by Styles. Ooh, and bending the fingers back. Never gets old. And Alonzo tossing Jon. And oh my goodness, Alonzo, this is absolutely insane. Oh, wow. But he connects it. That was incredible. The Destroyers have been nothing but magnificent. One of the greatest tag teams, for sure. And look at Jarrett's. And he's going for the pin. And a kick out there. And look there. Love that kick. And he's going to try it again. Can he get the 3 this time? And he does. So it is now 1-1. Why can every brand not have this referee? He's right on the pin. And look here. It was almost over. And this is getting closer to the end here. And look at Styles. And Styles finishes it. So Styles and Jon win this thing, and they defeat the tag team champions. If that was a tag team championship match, they would have the titles. But it's not, because they didn't earn the #1 contendership. But congratulations to both of these guys. They did a wonderful job. Hello, CTL. X-Patient here, and I want to send you all a message. I'll see you all at the Rumble, because I am going to the Rumble to win. I'll see you all there.